What's the good word, my fellow reptile nerds? Once again, this is your friendly neighborhood Zen Orc, coming back with another video. Anyways, guys, we hit 1,000 subscribers. You know what, guys? Thank you so much. I do appreciate it. You guys made the video, but you guys had to be involved. And you guys had to subscribe and like and get me there. Thank you, man. I do appreciate it. I appreciate new subscribers, old subscribers. I appreciate you guys all. I've had some since day one. You know what? Thank you, guys. I do appreciate it. On that same note, though, if you guys wouldn't mind liking this video, also hitting that subscribe button, also the notification bell, gets that YouTube algorithm going, and it just helps me out and get my message out there. If you guys are new here, this is a reptile education channel. What I try to do is help you guys how to breed, keep, and also even start a business or a hobby. And been doing it for almost a year now. I think it's been 11 months. Today I'm going to help you guys out. People have been asking me, well, how do I start a reptile hobby or business with little to barely any money? And I'm going to show you some things that I did, how I got there, because when I first started, I didn't want to invest too much money of my personal money in here. Also, your significant others don't always like when you want to buy a $800 snake or a $1,000 snake or even a $300 snake. Now she's really cool with it because she knows I'm actually making money, but when we first started out, she's like, you don't need to spend that much money on that. So, here's my secrets and what I've learned, and these are 5 animals that you should be breeding, and we'll talk about it right after this. Alright guys, welcome back. I'm going to talk about the 5 animals I think you should be breeding, but before that I'm going to tell you some hints and some tips that'll help you guys out along your way. One of the things I found very useful when I first started out is people are willing to work with you. So if you go to Morph Market and you see something that you want, email them, text them, and ask if they'll take payments. When I first started out, like I said before, my wife wasn't too keen on me spending $1,000 or $500 on a snake or reptile. So I would talk to them and say, can I make monthly payments or weekly payments or bi-weekly payments? And I would say by 80% of the people are really cool with that. Some of them do not, but take the time and you see something you like, ask them and ask if they're willing to help you out. Because a lot of people, average Joe, they're not going to be able to drop $800 on a snake or reptile that they want. That's just the truth. Once you get to a place where you're actually making your own money, you can do that, no problem, but when you first start out, it's really hard. So people are willing to work with you. In this reptile world, most of us are really happy that you're excited about becoming a reptile breeder, keeper. There's a lot of people out there just like me that are willing to help you out. To me, I'll be honest with you, I think ball pythons are probably the Ferrari of the reptile world. Some of these ball pythons prices are crazy. I've never dropped $25,000 on a snake. The most I've dropped on a snake is probably about $5,000. And when I did it, it was kind of hard for me. I'm not rich, I do make good money, but $5,000 is a good chunk, because when you first start out, it sucks not having money. You see all these people have these cool collections, and you're like, how am I ever going to get there? And it's really frustrating. I'm not going to lie, I was in the same situation that you are, just I'm further along in my journey. Honestly, guys, I'm not going to talk about ball pythons today because I'm going to talk about these guys. These are snakes and reptiles you can get into the market right away. They breed faster than most ball pythons. Not all of them do, but they're cheaper and easier to get into. And even if you have a collection of ball pythons or you're working on a collection of ball pythons, these go along with it very well. They will make you money faster, and they're super easy to sell and get you to your collection and whatever it is you want to add to your reptile room or your business. It's just a nice flow of income, and it's a good place to start and to bring more money in to your hobby slash business. I mean, I'm not saying millions of dollars, but you can probably make thousands of dollars to add to your collection and build that reptile collection that you want, be it whatever it is. This will help you get started and also add more reptiles to your, I guess, to your forte. And I'm gonna start down with a countdown of ones I think that you should be breeding. And I'm gonna start with number 5. So number 5 is something that kind of threw me for a loop. I mentioned these in my last video, and it's going to be Mexican Black Kings. When I first bought these, I wasn't expecting much from them. I was thinking about adding them because I actually have some California Kings, and I was just going to add them because I thought they looked cool. I was like, well, and when I buy reptiles, I always usually buy 1 male and 3 females, or somewhere around there, because I like to breed. It's like a sickness for me. I like to breed. So I bought them and I started breeding them after they got big enough. And next thing you know, that market started to climb. When I first bought them, they were about 50 bucks. I think I paid 50, yeah, I paid 50 bucks for the first male and 2 females I bought. Later on, about 3 months down the road, I found another one and I bought it for $75. Now I see them all the time for $250 to $300 online. I never thought in a million years that they would get that high, but they're definitely skyrocketing and they're getting really popular. That's something you can get into real quick and have a quick turnaround after you breed them. I'm not saying you're gonna make tens of thousands of dollars with this, but you get a couple of breeding pair. I would say probably anywhere from 3 to 6 of them. Won't be long, in a couple of years, you'll be making some decent money that will add to your collection and help you buy racks and whatever you need. Mexican Black Kings are one of the things that kind of surprised me, and it ended up being very well for me, and I do really well from them, and they sell super fast. And I didn't spend hardly any money on them to get them where they needed to be. And even now, if you got into them, they're not that expensive. If you guys get a hold of some, in a couple years down the road, you'll be able to breed them and make some money right away. And who knows, the way the market's growing, they might be worth a lot more by then. All right, now we're to number 4. Number 4 is something I'm going to kick myself in the butt until the end of days. All my friends, I have a bunch of reptile breeding friends that I talk to all the time. They say, Chris, you need to get into Dumerose boas. I said, I'm going to. I want one. I've been wanting one forever. They're all saying, Chris, I'm telling you that these are going to take off. And I was like, I know, I'm going to get one, but I want to get this first and this first. So now I'm kicking myself in the butt because Dumerose boas just blew up. They're getting to be super big, and if you guys can afford to get your hands on one, I would recommend buying at least a breeding pair, because right now they went from like $200 to about $750 to $800 right now, and people are begging for them. I mean, I go on the forums. I'm joined up to a bunch of Facebook forums, and people are begging to get one. It's like the new craze right now is everybody wants a Dumerose boa, because I've always thought they were great snakes, but the problem I always thought with them is there's not a lot of morphs out, and people would only want certain morphs. You know, they like that color change, but I was wrong. I was warned, and I did not listen. But now they are blowing up, and I'm trying to get my hands on a pair right now. So my fault, my stupidity. I shot myself in the foot. Okay, now we're gonna talk about number 3. Number 3 is gonna be crested geckos. Honestly, money-wise, crested geckos you can actually make a lot of money from. Honestly, right now, I think it's one of the hottest things out there. My issue, this is my issue, not your issue, my issue, is that I am not the best at discerning morphs on crested geckos. I can see a lily white, and I can tell you that is a lily white, and no question. I can see that's a Halloween, that's no question. A lot of things I can tell right away, but some of these other things they add into it really frustrates me, and I have such a hard time with it. I don't know if it's just me. The thing is, I don't understand them, but there is a lot of money to be had, and I do breed them. People love them as pets. They're popular. They're a great first pet, and they have low needs, so people pick them up like crazy. But if you get some better colors, you can definitely make some serious money. And it's something you start breeding because they're super easy to breed, super easy to keep, and they make money and they sell really good. So I'm definitely all over those. I honestly made pretty good money from them last year, and this year I'm actually making some decent money. They breed very well, and honestly most of your geckos have 4 to 8 clutches a year, and they breed so well. On average, I say mine have anywhere from 5 to 6 clutches a year. And they sell amazingly, and I sell them for decent prices because I have some mid-grade ones that I know what they are. And I mean, it's quick turnaround money and super easy. You can start breeding a lot faster than you can with snakes. So I definitely go for it. So we're at number 3. Now we're gonna be at number 2. And it's gonna be the same vein. It's gonna be leopard geckos. Leopard geckos. Now, people are gonna say that leopard geckos is a washed out market. Honestly, personally, me, I wouldn't recommend getting into it crazily, but right now I have about 3.5 colonies, and you know what? I make pretty good money off those. They do sell well. A lot of people will actually buy them from you. Even pet stores will buy it from you. I'm not saying selling to pet stores, but people want them. A lot of people on kingsnake.com are asking for them. I met a guy at a show. He's my friend. I talk to him all the time. He sells leopard geckos, and he can't keep enough in stock, so he buys them from me. I sell them to him for half price. of what he sells them for, and we both make money off of it. And they're super easy to breed, super easy to keep, super easy to feed. Everything's about them super easy. They make great pets, a great first-time pet. I make about 50 to 150 bucks on each leopard gecko. Super easy, and they sell fast. Again, guys, I said this in my last video too. I'm not trying to repeat myself, but go to shows. I'm excited because I'm planning on going to a couple shows this year at least. There is some that open up in Oregon, and maybe I might go to Las Vegas because I guess they're going to open that one back up. Hoping to go there as long as I get the time off at work. Super excited about that. Washington, I've had it. I can't do anything in Washington, but I can do stuff in Oregon and other places. So I'm gonna be all over that. But yeah, go to shows, meet people, talk to people, and that's how you become known. When I sold rats, that's how I got my rats out there, is I told them I breed rats and you guys need any? Oh yeah, I'll take your rats. And that's how I got a bunch of different people, clientele. Same with breeding leopard geckos. Just make yourself known, be outspoken and say, hey, you know, my name is Chris and this is what I am, and just meet people. Don't be shy. That really helps out with the reptile world. All right, guys, we're down to number 1, and honestly, this one I think could make you a lot of money and quick money, and we're gonna talk about it. Number 1. So number 1 is going to be Western Hognose. I think they're super easy to keep. I mean, so easy. I can't explain how easy they are. They're compared to my other snakes, and I don't think my other snakes are hard, but the care and easiness of these guys is so simple compared to most snakes. I have no shedding problems, no eating problems. The only thing I want to say about them is when they're hatchlings, you have to switch them over to mice or rats. That is a pain in the butt. I'm not gonna lie. It's not that bad, but some of them take to it instantly. Sometimes I've had some stubborn ones. I had to actually use some frog smell, or actually tried sardines to switch them over. And both have worked, but sometimes it can be that. But once you get them over, they're crazy eaters. I feed my colubas twice a week because they eat a lot more than my ball pythons. My ball pythons, certain ones I only feed every other week. Some of them I feed every 3 weeks. So my big ones. Obviously my hatchlings I feed every week, but Hognoses will eat meat for me. Also my Mexican black kings, they are ravenous. But I'm telling you guys, these guys make some decent money for me. And even a normal Western Hognose I can sell for easily $125 to $150, and they are good breeders, easy to breed. I mean, super easy to breed, and people love them. Some people are afraid of them because they're either rear venomous or something in their saliva is actually toxic, and it's got that toad toxin. And honestly, I've been bit a few times, and it's usually because they're hungry. I've never been bit because a snake feels threatened. I've only been bit because they're hungry. They are, like I said, ravenous. But I've never swelled up. My wife got bit one time, and her finger kind of like got a little puffy, barely. Now I've had a friend I've seen their hand swell up, but I've never seen nothing big. The only time they're gonna bite you is when they're hungry. Honestly, they're super nice snakes, and they're really cool and funny, and have so much personality. I think out of all my snakes, they have most personality. I think that's why I like them so much. They're very comical, and they're amazing. Like when they're mad at you, like they act all puffy and stuff like that. It's like a cartoon. It's like a cartoon character. It's great. So I do love their personality. I love how they act, and they're very comical. Anyways, guys, when you breed these things, I mean, it's extra money. Even if you have a ball python collection and you're making money, add some stuff to it. Add some flavor. Add some different things to it, because I'm telling you, down the road you'll thank me because you're getting in more money. It really helps supplement a lot of my money over my ball pythons, because it's all money I normally get. In some years, my ball pythons, like this year, I had about 3 girls. One didn't really matter, but I had 3 girls plugged out on me, and 2 of them were some of my ones I was really expecting. They were going to make me some money, and also I'm going to keep some. But that happens with snakes, and it's good to have other projects and other reptiles that get that money flowing. And if you have no money, these reptiles right here, you can add them to your collection and start making money right away without having to wait all the years for ball pythons. These guys are pretty easy, and they can start getting some kind of flow income right away. Anyways, guys, I hope you guys like that. Check out some of these other videos right here. Also, hit that subscribe button. Love you guys. I'll see you next time. Take it easy. Peace.